We have several fun things planned this week, and the first thing we're doing is we are picking strawberries at my aunt's house. She lives pretty close to us, and they have the biggest strawberry patch. It looks like, like we're picking at a professional place, I guess, but she invited my sister and I and all the kids over to pick strawberries, and so that's what we're doing today. And I got a lot of clips of this garden just to show you. These are total goals for future, hopefully at some point, to be able to have such a perfect garden like that. Now I know it's not in the cards for me right now, but at some point in my life that would be so fun to have a garden as well as that. I have to remember my uncle is retired, and he spends a lot of time in that garden weeding and just the upkeep for it. But it was very inspirational going there and very fun because we got a lot of strawberries. The next morning, I am making some strawberry sourdough pancakes for breakfast. We have all kinds of plans with the strawberries. All the kids have requested different things to do with them, and also just been eating them plain because they're so delicious. But on this particular morning, I'm making some strawberry pancakes. Now I'm just following my normal sourdough recipe, and I'm just adding in a bunch of strawberries into the batter. Last night when we got home, I sat down and I got through about half of the strawberries, probably, of cutting them and washing them and getting them ready to use, but I still have to do the rest of them. We picked so many that it felt kind of like a daunting job, and so I decided to take it in shifts, and so it didn't have to be so much at one time. This morning after breakfast, I'm actually getting some meat going here in my Instapot. I have a chuck roast. We have so many roast because we recently got a half of a steer from my sister's farm. So the freezer is nice and stocked, and that means we have lots of roast. And I like to think of different ways to prepare different cuts of meat so it's not always the same thing over and over again. Of course, we love a pot roast with mashed potatoes and gravy and carrots, but on this particular day, I am going to put it in the Instapot now and let it cook for about 45 minutes, and then let it cool, and I will shred it, and I'll be using that later on to make kind of like a taco bowl for dinner. While the roast is cooking, I am going to tackle the rest of these strawberries. So just washing them, trimming them, and then I will save a bunch for making up some more things. My daughter wants to make a strawberry cobbler. We're also planning on making some strawberry shortcakes. And then the rest we will put in the freezer for smoothies. If you've been around my YouTube channel long, you know that last year we went blackberry picking and it was at this same aunt and uncle's house. They have a huge blackberry patch as well, and that's actually where we got our blackberry plants, was from them. And so this year we'll actually have some of our own blackberries to pick, which we are really excited about. But if they invite us over to pick more, we will get it, because we love having frozen fruit in the freezer for smoothies. All right, so now I'm getting a dough together for some strawberry cobbler. I am planning on serving this after lunch today, and so I am just getting that going, and I will also get the strawberries in some sugar to make a little juice. Strawberry cobbler is so easy to make, and you'll see whenever we're done with this, it was a very juicy strawberry cobbler because these strawberries are so juicy. It was absolutely delicious, and I actually saved the leftover juice that was in the bottom of the pan afterwards. And the next day my daughter made some ice cream, and we topped the ice cream with some of the strawberry juice or syrup that was left over from the cobbler. Nothing goes to waste here, including the greens of the strawberries. We will give those to our chickens to enjoy. I'm excited to tell you guys about today's sponsor, KiwiCo. If you have been around my channel for a while, you've heard me talk about KiwiCo several times. This is a tried and true product that my kids absolutely love. They get so excited when the KiwiCo box arrives in the mail, and they are ready to dig right in and to see what projects they have this time to create. KiwiCo provides a monthly crate delivered to your door with fun, hands-on projects that are designed by experts and tested by kids. KiwiCo is perfect for hands-on fun that is also educational. With 9 different lines, there is something for every interest and every age. As a mother of 6 kids ranging from 11 down to age 1, I can tell you that KiwiCo is super fun for all ages, and I absolutely love it because it keeps them entertained for hours, not just when they are making the creations and projects, but also later on when they are playing with them. And my favorite thing is that everything that you need to start creating and learning and having fun with KiwiCo comes in the box. And so there's no extra trips to the store for me to find things. It's already all there. And they come with really easy instructions with pictures, so even my littles can do a lot of the projects on their own. This month, my 2 younger kids received the Panda Crate. The Panda Crate is designed to nurture naturally curious and creative babies. My 2 middle boys received the Kiwi Crate, which is designed for young inventors with all the materials and inspiration needed for fun, hands-on projects that explore art, science, and engineering. My 2 oldest received the Tinker Crate, which is a favorite around here. The Tinker Crate develops kids' natural creativity and curiosity using science, technology, engineering, and math. Several of the crates come with multiple projects, keeping the kids busy. And the best part is that KiwiCo is affordable, and most subscriptions start at just $20 a month. If you are ready to try KiwiCo for your family, you can use my link in the description box below, and be sure to use my code OurOilyHouse to get 50% off your first crate for your monthly subscription. Our chickens are finally big enough to enjoy scraps, which is fun because I hate wasting anything, and it's always fun to give them, you know, little bits and pieces of things that we can't use, and then in return they will give us eggs. And so it's kind of a nice little circle of life there, and they really enjoy it. After my roast cooled a little bit, I am just slicing it up here. I love using my Instapot to make meat when I want it to be shredded because it just makes it so tender and so delicious in there. So that's one of my favorite ways to make shredded meat. Now with this, I'm also going to get some cilantro, diced tomatoes. I'm making up some rice, and I have some beans and corn, and we are just basically making a shredded beef taco bowl, I guess you could call it. I love trying to do things during the warmer months that involve a lot of fresh vegetables and herbs. For one, it just makes for a really pretty meal and so tasty and nutritious as well. Now, we don't have any tomatoes in our garden yet. My tomato plants are doing really well and they're growing, so I know we'll get them soon. But I am really looking forward to having all the fresh veggies straight out of the garden very, very soon. This afternoon we had to head to our farm to take care of our hogs. We recently got 6 little hogs. They're very big now, and my kids are raising them for the fair that will be coming up here in the end of July. And so we spend a lot of time out of our farm taking care of these little guys, and then also my kids are working with kind of training them, because at the fair they will also have to show them and walk them around the ring. And so a lot of afternoons we head out to our farm to take care of the pigs. This is actually the next day, and I have a brand new recipe that went up on my blog, ourearlyhouse.com, making homemade laundry soap pods, and I absolutely love this recipe. This is already my 3rd time making it, I think. It's 3rd or 4th time making it, and like I said, it's pretty new, but it is such an easy recipe to make, and they're so easy to use because it makes into little pods, and then I just have to like throw one in the washing machine, so there's no measuring or anything required. Very simple ingredients. You can use a laundry soap bar or make your own. I've made it with a Castile soap bar and with a Phelps Napta soap bar just to kind of test both ways, and both work just fine. Baking soda, a little bit of salt, and some washing soda, and then you add in some vinegar just to get the mixture where it's kind of holding together. You can kind of see it here in my hand before pressing it into the molds, and then I let them dry for about 24 hours and then pop them out, and they are ready to use. So this full recipe with all of the amounts and everything is on my blog, ourearlyhouse.com, and I can also link it for you guys down below. If you are looking for ways to save money and also make your home a little bit more natural and healthy, the laundry room is a great place to start. The next thing on my list today is to make some more baby soap as we get closer to welcoming our new little baby. I am thinking about all the different things that I need, and one of those things is some baby soap. I like to make my own. Again, this recipe is on my blog. It's very simple. A little bit of Castile soap, some vegetable glycerin, and some fractionated coconut oil. And this is the same soap that I've been using for probably 6 years, I think now. So all of my babies' first bath is with this very gentle, homemade liquid soap. And so I'm getting that made up because I know pretty soon I'll need it, and it was low anyway, and my 2 youngest still use this same soap. So it was time to refill it, and then also to have it ready for the new baby when he arrives. You guys can see this is the next day here, and I am popping out these little laundry soap pods. You can see how well they hold together, and I just store them in a little mason jar, and I just keep them down by my washing machine, and I just use one of these per load. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I get out a new video every single week.